Hey y'all. I don't know if there's anybody here or not. Okay, I do see somebody. I don't know how well this is. I'm in my shop, and I don't know how well I'm picking up my Wi-Fi out here. And I'm not going to be on this side of the screen, so I won't be able to see comments. So I'm just going to do a little sanding. That's all. I'm working on a knife handle. This is the Swamp Diva that I'm making for Baker Mom. And I'm using a wireless earphone kind of stereo thing, Bluetooth, that's what it is. So I don't even know if what I'm saying is, excuse me, I got sawdust in my throat. I don't even know if what I'm saying is being picked up. So I'm just going to go about doing sanding this knife handle like I usually would. I'll tell you what I've done is I've shaped it on my belt grinder, not this one, but that one right there. Okay, you hear me just fine, thank you, appreciate it. And I did the basic shape on that, and now what I'm going to do is hand sand this. I've got it hand sanded down to 220, so from here I go to 320, and then 400, and then 600, and then I start putting a finish on it. So I'm going to go around the other side of the screen there and do that. So thanks for being here, by the way. All right, this is a 320 grit here. Yeah, I was supposed to be gone this weekend to help a friend over in Texas, but she called and said she wasn't feeling very good. So I decided to get a start on Baker Mom's knife handle. This is the Swamp Diva. I think I already mentioned that. And what I'm doing now is just sanding out the scratches from the previous sandpaper, which was 220. And that's basically what you do. I started with 120, sanding it down, sanding all the rough edges off, because you can only get it so good on the belt sander. And then I went from 120 to 150, and with 150 what you're doing is a little bit of additional shaping, but you're sanding out the scratches that the 120 left. And then you move up to 220, and still doing a little bit of shaping, but mainly sanding out the scratches that the 150 left. And now it's perfectly shaped. I don't need to shape it anymore, so now I'm using 320 grit to sand out the scratches that the 220 left. And from here I'll go to 400 and then 600. And then I start putting this on. And it's about the second or third coat. It just comes alive. It's just beautiful. It's the best stuff I've found to use for knife handles yet. And gun stocks. That's really what it's for, is gun stock refinishing, which is how I originally came across it, because I used to do that. I would buy beat up, abused, abandoned, and homeless guns and refinish them and take them to the gun show. And man, I made tons and tons of money doing that, but it got a little scary because there's this gray area. The ATF, they say that you have to have a federal firearms license if you profit from selling guns. So there really is no gray area. It's just that they choose not to, most of the time, prosecute people, because there's a lot of people that buy and sell guns, you know, and it's hard to tell who's doing it excessively.